All right, guys, in this video, I want to provide you an update on the abandoned PlayStation 5 app that was supposed to launch today. Unfortunately, it seems as though it's once again being delayed. I can't say that this is very surprising. What is surprising, however, is that Hasan Kahraman has let everyone know that the app has been delayed until sometime in August, and he didn't give a specific date. This is very strange because the app was originally supposed to launch on June 22nd, and they came out and they said, "Look, the app is once again being delayed to June 25th." It's really weird. It was supposed to come out on June 20th, then it got delayed to June 22nd, then it was delayed to June 25th, which is where we are now, and now it's just abruptly being delayed to August. And a lot of people are not really sure what to make of this, but many of them are just saying, look, I'm pretty much done with this. I'm not paying attention to this anymore. This is getting ridiculous. And I think that's totally understandable. I will say that the video that Hasan Karaman put out is certainly convincing, and there are still people who are not sold. And I also understand that side of it as well, because the truth is, even though he's letting us know that, hey, the app is being delayed and their team has been stressed out. Obviously, that's concerning to hear, but we still don't have answers to a lot of things. There's just a lot of strange coincidences and just weird things that have been going on that we still don't have answers for. And people just feel like they either want answers or they're just going to leave it alone. And this could very well be the last significant update video that I make on this entire situation, because I have no idea what's going to happen next. It seems likely that Blue Box Game Studios may go quiet until August, and that would be interesting, because I think at that point, yeah, it might not be a real situation where they've been told to just basically go dark and let this whole thing just kind of fade away and go away. That would be an effective way of handling it, but I don't know, this whole app situation with the delays, it's really strange. This situation is bizarre, and I know people are obviously frustrated. In fact, I'm not necessarily frustrated, but because again, I was expecting anything, but it is a little bit disappointing. I did expect this. I don't know what is going on at this point with this. I really don't know. I mean, there's a lot of content I made where I'm highlighting all of these things. A good example is, last night I did a stream and I told you guys that there's this website called The Dots, and the dots.com, and there was like seemingly some kind of troll on there. There was a project that was created, and supposedly Hideo Kojima was on there and other developers that worked on the project, and the project was called Silent Hill 5 and all this weird stuff. But the thing about it is that it was very obviously a troll. Like, anybody can create something like that, and people were just saying, look, don't even look into it because it's just people trolling. And it was. And now it's removed. It's completely gone, it's completely erased, and it's just really weird, man. Like, this whole thing is so weird, and people are reaching a point where they are getting frustrated. And so, I guess the only thing I can say here is that this is one of two things at this point, and I'll leave it up to you to decide what you think it is. Number one, this is truly an indie developer that is making a game, and they just went about talking about their game in the worst possible way imaginable. This will, if that is in fact what this will go down as possibly the worst marketing or messaging regarding a game in gaming history. It, maybe next to like Cyberpunk or something. That's how strange and bizarre and weird it is. So it's either that, and they kind of had to delay their app because they're just way in over their head, or the second thing is this is still somehow part of some elaborate ARG. And what's interesting is, if you think about it that way, it's entering some potentially dangerous territory now, which is why I'm going to kind of drop it for a while. I mean, I'll keep my eyes peeled to see if anything else happens. And, if we get any more significant updates, I'll obviously tell you guys about it. But, if this still is some kind of elaborate ARG, and some kind of weird thing that's going on, and we're being, fooled and tricked. It's an interesting psychological tactic that they're implementing right now, but one that is very dangerous. This idea that they're kind of going back and forth and back and forth, and now they're really kind of going with the whole, hey, like, we're a real studio, our game is it's being delayed. It's dangerous because even if this is something real, it's like you're really starting to mess with people's emotions at this point, and that's why I'm saying it's dangerous. Where if this really is something, I would be pretty shocked that they would take it this far, and that's why I'm saying this. But there's still a lot of people who are very suspicious about this. A lot of people who are looking at this and they're just like, there's something really, really off and really, really bizarre about this entire thing, which I agree with wholeheartedly. Like, regardless of what ends up happening, whether this is the truth or not the truth, it's just so weird. And it's I don't know what's going to happen. I have literally no idea. At this point, I'm just assuming that we're not going to hear anything from Blue Box Game Studios until August. And what will happen between that time? Probably a lot of great things for PlayStation, hopefully. And that's it. Like, I don't, there are a lot of people saying like, oh, Gamescom is in August, or PT was released on August 12th, 2014. It's like, I get that. I know all that. I'm aware of it. But at this point, what I'm personally going to do here on the channel is I'm going to drop this for now. Again, I'll be keeping my eyes peeled, but I'm going to drop this for now, and I'm just going to focus on hopefully the upcoming PlayStation Experience event and whatever else is coming from PlayStation. There's clearly going to be some big things, and this is just going to be on the back burner for now. And I'm just going to wait to hear, an update from Blue Box Game Studios or Hasan or anything like that, because this entire situation has escalated to a point where, if it's an ARG, it is an ARG that has been taken to a level that I would have never expected it, to be taken to. If it's actually a real indie dev and Blue Box Game Studios is a real indie team that are in over their head, then I think the entire situation is frankly very concerning for their game and what will end up happening with that. So, yeah, I still am not fully understanding what this app is going to be. One last thing I will mention here is Hasan Kahraman did say in his video that the trailer for their game is going to release the same day as the app now, apparently. Originally, it was supposed to just be the app, and then we would get the trailer. Now it's going to be the app with the trailer. And he was saying that he just wants to have a very solid showcase, I guess. He wants to really let us know, like, or show us like a good representation of the game. So yeah, that's the latest Blue Box Game Studios update I have for you guys. There's not really too much more I can say at this point. Again, I'll leave it up to you guys to decide which direction this is going in and what is the truth. Just to say it one more time and reiterate it, I still expect anything. I'm not going to be following this as closely unless there's like a bunch of other weird stuff that starts to happen. But, it's definitely a weird situation. And I think that regardless of how it ends, it's something that will be remembered for sure. So yeah, leave your thoughts down in the comments below. Leave the video a like if you enjoyed it or found it informative. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. Hit the bell notification icon and feel free to share the video out on top of all that. But until next time, guys, take care.